everyone. It is a glorious day today. It's sunny and the weather's going to be nice, like at 59 degrees, I think. We hope it gets there. I'm about to take my kitties. They've been fighting all morning with Gimpy, and they just don't want him near them. But here's my plot, my veggie garden, and it's muddy, nice and muddy, which we like because it'll help keep everything moist when we start to plant. And it's only the first week of February, but you know what? I'm going to take this day. And I need to plant my onions today too. So let's do this. The kitties are anxious to go run around the yard. Come on, let's go. Ah, my dusty millers. I don't know. They may make it. They may pop right back up. They used to when we lived in Eudora. So these are all perennials. I have a perennial geranium in here, a passamon, heliotrope, and I just put them in here. We'll see how they do. See if they come back and we'll be good. Come on, Lucy. We're going around the gardens. Uh-oh, I see a little movement from the moles. We haven't got completely rid of them yet, but the girls haven't been out either. Here, before too long, these will start coming up and getting green and showing their colors. Oh, I can't wait. I have a lot of things in here. Some that I threw some seed in last year, and we'll see if it grows. Everything's asleep. My lilies are asleep. Some volunteer petunias. I don't know if they'll come back next year. They may. I think this is going to be all right. She's looking nice. Tulips. The tulips are coming up. Showed you that before, but crocus is still scared. Usually crocus is the first one to come up and bloom. It's so pretty. Let's see what's over here. Sweet William. She'll come back and be pretty again. And we'll see if the gazanias will come back. I hope so. I noticed some are perennials and some are annuals. I'm sure there's a lot of seed in here, but I did put preen on it so I can start new. It will be glorious, I think, I hope. Like last year, only a little bit of changes. Cosmos are going to be in the back because they're the tallest. I also have some amaranthus along the side. Cosmos, zinnias will take up a lot of space. Dahlias up in here. And then the smaller plants. I go back and forth a little bit. The pampas plume, I don't think I'm going to put in this garden. I think I'm going to plant them and put them back behind this rock. Just a couple of them. Because I think that'll be pretty once the pennies are done. And today I'm going to do my onions. So that'll be fun. And I think that's probably about all the dirt, the potting soil I have. It'll probably take up pretty much the rest of my potting soil. I do have some stuff to transplant, which is the MESCLUN. I need to transplant them into bigger pots. We'll see how far I get with the potting soil that I have. It's muddy, it's a little chilly, but it's beautiful. Yeah, as far as you can see out there. In about 3 months, March, April, May, it's going to be all plush and pretty again. Everything will be green, and they'll be budding and blooms, and oh yes, that's why I love spring. I know it can be good and it can be bad. I know you have to watch your plants a lot, you know, make sure if you get a freeze warning, then you got to go cover things. But the thing is that it brings everything back to life in the spring, and I just love it. This will be budding pretty soon. It looks like it might be buds on it right now. Might be coming out. This barberry. So anxious to get started, but it starts with seeding. Hi, Gimpy. Come on, baby. I know the kitties have been mean to you, but you can't go running after them either. I don't know what else to do. They're just going to have to get used to it. He's going to be around. He's a good kitty. He's a smart cat. Really smart. He was clawing his feet in our carpet, and I got one of those cardboard things where they can scratch. So I told him no, and I said, use this. And he did, and the next day he did. Now he doesn't even claw our carpet. I only had to tell him once. My girls, they don't listen. They'll quit for a while, but they'll go right back and do it. But yeah, he's a smart kitty. All right, let's see what we have in the hut now. I used up all my little containers, the ones with the tops on them and everything, and I'm like, what happened to them all? Now I remember I was giving out plants last year, and I left them in there, and I never got any back, but that's okay. They're not that expensive, but they are nice to have. So I got one of these yesterday to do the onions in, and let's see how much dirt I have. Yeah, I may be able to do it, and it's still wet, plumping good. What kind of onion do I have? This is 8 weeks before, but I can start it early. I always do. But that's a cabbage. Torpedo onion, Walla Walla. I was kind of excited because I read on there where you could plant them in August, but that's in places where it's not frosty, so we don't have it warm enough where they can stay underground all year. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, there's my onion. And I'm going to do some salmonella too. Cosmos pampas plume, hibiscus, peppers and such in there. I don't think we need to start them right now. And that one either. Brussels sprouts, and I'll start in a couple weeks once I get more soil. These are tomatoes, but I have tomatoes that we like. Alright, well, I think we'll get busy doing this. And I have me a good pen. It's kind of weird, but it works, I think. This one doesn't. This is a dry erase marker, so it's not really made for gardening at all. That one is. All right. Be right back. Here we go with the onions. Down here, I have red burgundy. And I have 2 of those, so you know what? I'm just going to do 1 packet today because that's 12 plants. And then when I get more, I'll do the rest of them. But there's room for 12 plants of every one of these onions. And also the Salanova lettuce. I'll start it too. because it's kind of a cold weather crop too. So I'm going to use my new pen. That seems to work very well. And I'm going to do red burgundy with my sloppy handwriting. Italian torpedo. And I'm going to put onion on the back of these. Sweet Spanish yellow. Oh my gosh, will that fit? Utah jumbo. Texas grano. Walla Walla. And green butter. Salanova lettuce. All right, that's what I'm doing today. I make sure that my soil is nice and damp enough that it stays together. Wait a minute. Let me stir it up some more, see if it needs more moisture. Might need just a little bit more water. Dun, 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 dun. There, and it does, and you can't squeeze out any water. Perfect. That is perfect. Here we go. Okay, I'm having a problem. All right. Maybe, maybe not. I got too much stuff around here. Darn, I spilled all those seeds. Well, I'm going to pick them up off of here. All right. I'm going to get to seeding, if you can see it. And this says, start indoors 8 to 10 weeks before transplanting outdoors. When transplanting, clip plants to 3 inches and plant 2 inches deep, or sow directly in the garden. So it doesn't say how far into the dirt it needs to go. Oh, here it is, ½ inch. A ½ inch into the dirt. There's that. sticking down in the dirt. Cover them up. Need a little dirt to help me with these two. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And set them in about a 1/2 inch deep. I know you probably can't see me. And basically, you're just doing what the directions on the back of the packet say. And that's because every one of them may be different, you know. It's, so let's see here. I'm going to pick these seeds up. And you can even stick an extra N1 in there, because sometimes they don't grow very good. You just never know. And you can thin them out. So since they were so eager to get out of their packages, then that's what we'll do. I still have quite a bit left in here. They look like little tiny pieces of coal. Maybe if they end up on the floor, maybe I'll have fresh onion in my hut. Okay, that one's done. So I'm going to tag it. Red burgundy. Yes. Now we'll go for, this one is a kind of a red one too, but I've never had it before. And we're going to put it in 1/4 of an inch, it says. How do we open this one? It's got to rip it open, I guess. It's got no reseal. Okay, these look just like the others. Hope I didn't splatter any, but that's all right. When they grow, we'll get what we get, right? All right. Ford Hook Farms heirlooms. That's an heirloom. I try to get heirloom. Sometimes it's hard to find, but there we go. Italian torpedo. And I'm going to put some dirt over it. Tuck them in. What you doing, Gimpy? Being ornery? Okay, now we're going for the Sweet Spanish Yellow Utah Jumbo. No, Gimpy, you gotta get out of here. What it's doing here. Okay, we've got that tray all ready to go inside. And I need to transplant this mesclun. And I think I have enough to do it. But one thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to put some seed in for my hibiscus. I want to do that because I need to get some hibiscus going. And the thing is they need to be stratified, but I'm going to put them in, and then I'm going to put them in a pot and go ahead and seed them. And then what I'll do is there they are. I'll put them out in the breezeway where it stays like 40, 50 degrees and do them like I did the pleurisy. So let's get some pots filled here. They really need to go in a bigger pot. I know, Gimpy, I'm sorry. He was trying to go potty in my potting soil, and it's just, I said, no, we can't do that. So here we go. We'll get this done. These are like 3-inch, I think, 3-inch or 4-inch pots. I know, Gimpy. Mommy will let you in a minute when I'm done here and I've got this covered. All right, let's put some of these seeds in and okay, there's one failure here. This is all Fairy Morris, but when they make their sticks on what things are, they're too tall to actually put the lid over, so I always end up having to cut them off. So I may have to do that when I get inside, but right now I'm going to I'll put it right here. Oh, coffee. All right, let me see how many I've got here. Put you back over here so you can see a little bit what I'm doing. Okay, all I'm doing is just throwing my seed that I gathered. I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other. And they usually do pretty good for me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant these into bigger pots. The mesclun. And I'll put like maybe 2 or 3 in there. Let's see how it does. Yeah, I think 2 at a time would be pretty good. I've never done this with this. I grew it once. It didn't do so well. And I threw it out. But I tried it again and it's doing pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant it into bigger pots. And see how it does. If we can eat it. Once it gets settled into its new spot. It's not warm enough to put it out in the garden. It's still it's gonna get really cold again. This is gonna be the only really nice day we've got. And then it's gonna go back to the high 35. It seems like it's not gonna be below 0 or below freezing during the day, but it will at night. Use up some of this soil and then I can use all new soil. 3. Okay, let's see here. Make holes. And I'm just kind of grabbing them out of the bottom because it's not very deep. And there's our little one. And just pulling them out like that. If you can get it with the dirt, it makes it a lot easier. Just to stick them in the pot. I could probably put more plants in there and just let it get all bushy. They'll stand up in the sun and be happy. It can stay dry. I'm going to cover it. So my kitties don't think they can take advantage and use it. All right, you guys. That's all I have for today. And my battery's about gone. So perfect timing. I just want you all to have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time in the hut. Have a great day.